The video that you are about to see is a Here Comes the Crew production.
Alright, just had to get some soda. Alright guys, so this is my second video. It's leafing into Matt. We have to finish up the series. So we start off, apparently I lead the two of the Psycho brothers. So he sets up a stealth rock and I have to go for a T-wave. And I set up my own pointy rocks. And he goes for his flamethrower, and I'm guessing this is going to do a lot, because these things are pretty powerful. Instead it does crap, or at least in my opinion. And then I go for an ice beam, and I'm like, I need a crit right now. So I'm thinking he has gay special defense, but apparently I got a crit, because whatever I tell this game to do, it does. And he gets a pair of hacks, which is funny, and I think that would have affected the battle, I'm not sure. So his Azelf just dies, and then so now he sends out Jolteon, and I haven't seen one of these things in a while, but if I remember, they're pretty fast. And I switch out because I'm predicting he's gonna T-bolt and get a kill. So I send out Pangea to just take it, and he actually goes for a charge beam, and it doesn't affect me. So then he goes for a signal beam, and I'm thinking I can live this. I should be able to live this, and HP is going down pretty fast. And I am able to live at 84, and he's also Ord, so ha 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 to him. And I use Rock Bosch, my speed raises, and I thought he would have switched out, predicting the earthquake, but I guess he doesn't. And the ground shakes beneath him, and he dies. So the little fag dies, and I'm like, I think it's Overgrow, yeah, is up, so I could pull off the sweep. So he gets her by Stealth Rock, and I just go for Stone Edge, and I'm like, crit, 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 crit. Let's go for a crit, go for a crit. And it doesn't crit, and he lives with like 4 HP, and he just goes for a Dragon Dance. Now he could sweep, but apparently I was faster, so he dies and gets slammed in the face with a piece of wood, and Dragonite dies. So now that's 2 for Pangea, and I'm like, oh my god, I could pull off a Pangea sweep. So then he sends out an Undo. And then I'm like, and I'm thinking, now I need a crit right now. So I'm hoping for the crit, but it doesn't even do half, even with Stealth Rock damage. And Pangea dies, it breaks apart, and we're here today. So Pangea dies, and I send down Mespritkins to maybe kill it, because I have Ice Beam, so maybe he won't switch out. But instead he just recovers, so pretty good play on him instead of trying to kill me, and I do go for the Ice Beam, and that takes down a fair amount of damage. And yeah, it really does. These things are usually kind of bulky. So he goes for an Energy Ball, and that barely, and he gets the special defense drop, which is pretty pointless. So I just go for a T-Wave, and oops, I misclicked. Oh, that was really gay. I could have killed him right there. So that will affect the battle, as you guys are about to see. I sent out hit on top, because this thing actually has Technician and Aerial Ace. But instead he goes for a Psychic, and I think I go for the Aerial Ace, or maybe I was being dumb and just went for the Rapid Spin, because I really need to go for it. I do go for the Rapid Spin for and I get a crit, even though it wouldn't have mattered. And then the Slack Berry activates for him, and I go for a Sucker Punch, but I guess he pre-predicted it, and he goes for the Recover. So now things are going downhill really, really bad. I'm getting some lefties, and he just goes for Psychic, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Can't do it. So my spinning Hitmontop just dies. So now his Celebi is actually pulling off his own mini sweep, and I send him my Milkshake, because my Milkshake brings all the Pokemon to the yard. And he goes for Psychic, and this thing doesn't have very good special defense. And I'm thinking this is gonna do a lot, which it does. I live though, and I go for a Fire Punch, and I'm like, here comes the crit, because Miltank's a beast. And I do get the crit, call that, because crits are awesome. And this is a Here Comes the Crit production, so it has to be crits. So he sends us his duck, and he traces my thick fat, which is not very good because I don't like people tracing my thick fat. It is my thick fat. It's my property. So he goes for a T-wave, and yeah. So now I'm slow as crap, and his Porygon 2 is faster. He duck. So he goes for a Thunderbolt, and that does a decent amount. I'm surprised it didn't do more. So I just slam my cheekies in his face, cause Milkshake. Yeah, you guys get the point. So he goes for an Ice Beam, and I'm not too sure why, cause I'm thick fat, and he should have known that. So that was a bad call on his point, and that will cause him bad luck, cause I get another crit, and I'm like, ha, Scope Lens actually does work. So Milkshake dies. It did its worst, and so I decided. So I go into my max, cause whoops, going fast. So I sound max, cause I have a dog, and how can I remind you of him? I use Flare Blitz, but I totally forgot about Thick Fat. So I'm thinking, oh, now he's gonna go for a cover, and I'm screwed. But instead he goes for a T-Wave. Don't know why. And I just go for the extreme speed, so he can't pull off a cover, and his duck dies. So I think he's down to 1 now. So he sends out his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I'm thinking, I can kill that pretty easily. And he rapid spins, even though it's his last one. So like, ha ha ha, misclick. And I go for Thunder Fang, and this does a pretty good amount thanks to my Life Orb. And so now I pretty much have this game in the bag, but I can't go for extreme speed because he gets the Parahacks, which is very, very, very gay. And my great legendary dog dies. And everyone's sad to see a dog die. I mean, it's pretty sad. So I send out my sexy fish, and I go for Surf, and because that's the only thing I can do to really hurt it. It does a decent amount. Well, okay, it's not decent at all. It just does something. He has a Castabberry, which is different. I guess it's original. Not sure how that would come in handy someday, but he barely survives the surf. So now I'm hoping. So now he goes for a Protect, thinking he can Toxic Stall me. But what he doesn't know is that my Milotic has Rest. So he Protects again, and I go for a Rest because I fought this guy before, and he's pulled off 5 Protects, and that's just unnatural to pull off 5 Protects. So I just go for the Rest. And I'm sleeping away, and then I use Sleep Talk, but my Milotic's kind of stupid, so use Rest. It's pretty fat and lazy. So he goes for a Protect, and I use Sleep Talk again. And this time I actually go for an Ice Beam, which could have killed it. And I wake up and I go for the Ice Beam, this time just to piss him off, because I had to weak move on Blasphemous, and it's the game. So yeah. This narration was better, and good game to Matt. And then yeah, that's it.